you're when you're rocking like this. This park here, man, a lot of different dogs out here. Chill park. I don't know how many people we got in the chat. StreamYard's only showing me 1 to 3 right now, which is cool, I guess, to start off the stream. Had to get some pull-ups here and there over here. It's a nice little spot. Nice little spot to get a workout in. I might try to get some in again. Quick question: how many pull-ups can y'all do? How many pull-ups should you be able to do? I think I can get a good 12 in if I'm not uh, if I'm not too exhausted. If I'm starting off fresh, probably get about 12. Yeah, man. So, gotta know this is Bogota, Colombia. It was sunny a minute ago. Now it's not. So, it's a Bogota's one of those cities, man. The weather is first off, it's never going to be really hot. If it is, it's not going to be hot for long. Normally cools off in a few hours, and yeah, it's never. I've never seen it too hot here. Like I said, if you're maybe the middle of the day, it might get a little warm. For the most part, it's cool temperatures. At night, I think it still gets down to like 50, 40, maybe even 40 something, high 40s, and it's like that all year. During the day, it gets up to like 67 degrees. This, he's ready to jump on something. But yeah, it's a pretty temperate temperate day out here. Some people wearing shorts. I guess if you're running, which right now a lot of people are exercising. Latin America, they got that thing where they shut down the streets Sunday morning and get out and do their runs, all that. All right, let me make sure audio is good now. I'm sure, right? Because I saw the switch earlier. I saw the mic icon was off. I switched it back on. You said it. You said it was off earlier, but it should be good now. And I got to get back on my StreamYard and try to start doing these lives. Maybe outdoor lives, maybe not as often, but I need to start doing more lives in general. Just because there's less work. You just go out, record, or sit down, record, talk, and then that's it. So yeah, we got this over here. I want to go to this coffee shop if it's not too packed. So you got one there, you got a Starbucks over there. This whole street is locked down, and this park continues up there. So let's go out there and see. Let's go across the park. It's empty street. Serving, I don't know what treat that is, but look at all these fruit stands out here. This guy's got all kind of stuff going on. That's a similar thing we saw in Brazil. This one right here, I don't know what that fruit is called. Wow, what is this? Hola. Que guama. 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 It's in fruta. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, okay, that's tight. I might have to try one of those another time. I hate eating while I'm on a live. Tell you the truth, just because I can't really enjoy it as much. But let's keep walking. There's a lot of sea right now, so what it is. And yeah, I don't know. I'm only seeing a few people in the chat, not seeing any questions or anything like that. So I'm wondering if the StreamYard is stuck, got me stuck, or if it's really nobody tuning in right now. Either way, it's good practice for me. I'm gonna just keep roaming. A lot of dogs and dog. That must be the dog park. Man. Everybody is taking their dog there. Let me see. Let me take a second, right quick. Yeah, man, I'm moving. Okay, we got some chats coming through now. Yeah, it's yeah, everybody's got a coat on out here. It's about no, it's about like it feels about like 65, maybe 60 degrees right now. Not too warm, but it's not too cold either. When the sun comes out, it's like you want to take your jacket off. But the sun is very sporadic out here. Okay, so that's the name of this place, El Verde. That's the. I know they call that river Rio Negro. At least at some part they call it that. 58 degrees where? Where is it 58 degrees? Yeah, it might be 58 degrees here. I mean, that sounds about right until the sun comes out. When the sun breaks out, it definitely feels warmer. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this back camera going. Hold on a second. Let me see. Front camera. Yeah, so yeah, just doing it like this. Nah, this ain't Florianopolis no more, man. This nah, this ain't Florianopolis. Guess where I'm at? I think I mentioned it earlier, but I don't know if anybody was in here. Let me switch it up like this. Try to guess where I'm at. He said he's somewhere in Europe. It feel like that. You get the European vibes. Well, people would say that about Florianopolis too. People were saying that about Floripa, but Germany. You think I'm in Germany? What's good, Terry? What's good? Yeah, man. I was mentioning before. Happy. Hope y'all said Happy Mother's Day to everybody's mom out there. I gotta call my mom later today too. Probably after this live. Wish her Happy Mother's Day. You know, and then I don't know. At some point, I'm gonna probably be back. And whenever I go back, it's always Mother's. Whenever I go and spend time with my mom, it's always Mother's Day or Mother's Day weekend. Always treat her to a few days of whatever she want to do. Good thing is my mom don't like. She don't want to do much. She like the simple pleasures. Going out getting something to eat, going to a park, watching a movie. That's what we do. You know, she don't want to go far. She don't want to do nothing too out the box. I appreciate that. I feel like as I get older, I'm getting more like that too. Like I don't need to do a lot. I think everybody's like that when they get older. Okay, okay. Let's work out the details, man. We'll work it out. Yeah, man. I got a car. I mean, it's it's definitely when you traveling, the more stuff you have back in your home country, it just becomes it just holds you down. You know, I won't say hold you down, but it just becomes a burden in a lot of ways. But a vehicle is one of those things where it's kind of hard to give up. It's a hard idea to give up, like not owning a vehicle or owning a vehicle is a hard idea to give up. That you don't need a vehicle, especially as an American. You know, we grew up with all the roads and everything. But as you travel, you go to places like this, and you're like, yeah, well, I'm not even driving. I'm not even driving anywhere. I'm always getting Ubered around or bus, plane. boat even. So you look at that, you think about it, like, okay, I could rent a car out here. I could do something, but then you think about the hassle of paying for it, dropping it off, fueling it up. Some of the things are a lot different in other countries, and it's just not as, how can I say, it's not as convenient to do all that. So yeah. All right, what other questions we got? Yeah, man. Well, I'll say this: if you're gonna have a car and you don't want to be dealing with a bunch of issues all the time, Teslas might be the way to go. Teslas might be the way to go. Just because they're, I had to stop. This little dog was keying up on me. I thought we was gonna have to, I was gonna have to throw a swift kick. But Teslas, man, they're relatively low maintenance. That's why I like them. You can have them park somewhere for a while. I mean, I've had my Tesla for just a few years, and I drove that thing across country. It's made the cross country trip 4 times already, no issues. So, and I'm gone for months. Leave it sitting there, and I just get in and start moving. Not like a regular car where you would do that, and you gonna have some issues. You leave it for 2 months, 3 months, and you keep going, or you come back and you try to just take off and go. You're gonna have problems, man. So that's why I do really appreciate Teslas for that. All right, what other question we got? Uh, just chilling, man. Market focus, just chilling. Market focus sound like a financial. You got a channel, financial channel? Finances in general, the markets have been kind of doo doo lately. But that's always the best time to get in or double down. You know, a lot of people will talk that smack when things are down, not realizing they're just I don't know, making themselves look silly. Like the market's down there, like, oh yeah, see, I saw this. I forgot who was doing a live yesterday. Somebody was talking about some investments. He's like, oh yeah, everybody lost half their money. I'm like, bro, everything is down, and when everything is down, that's the time to go in on some stuff that you've done your research on and you think is actually a good investment. Um, I'm not going to call out any particular investments, but in general, that's how losers think. When everything's down. Oh yeah, see, I told y'all, I told y'all. That is dudes that don't know how to play the game and everything, especially when it comes to investment. It's the game. Let's keep it real. It's a game. It's a game at a high level though, and has consequences and rewards in real life. But it's a game. I like this area here. This area here has nice restaurants. Let me swing the camera around and show y'all what's up. I didn't even tell y'all where I'm at, huh? I'm trying to see if y'all can figure it out. I'm trying to see if y'all figure out where I'm at. Let me switch off the camera. You can do ultra wide. StreamYard started this thing now where you can do ultra wide camera stuff. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Let me check out some of these comments right quick. Okay, that's the deal. All right, let's see what's up. Nah, I wasn't gonna mess that dog up, man. Unless he came at me crazy. I jump back, give him space, and he come at me again. I have to kick him. What's good? What's good? The poet. But yeah. See if y'all can guess where I'm at. I think looks like some of these restaurants haven't even opened yet. Just got their staff out doing it. But it's yeah, just walking through. Gonna try to go to this other park over here. I know they got some stuff going on. So we'll try to go over here, see what's up. And it's funny, man. Whenever you hold your phone sideways like this, people give you different looks. When you hold it up right, you recording everything still. People will people just ignore it. But when you hold it sideways, it's a whole nother piece. I'm gonna have to stop at some point and get something to eat. Let me see. We're gonna walk through, keep walking through. Y'all ain't figured out where I'm at. I'm trying to give y'all clues, man. Trying to give y'all clues. Y'all ain't put it together yet. I know the comment section may be a little behind, but not a lot of places open today on Sunday. But this one is actually perfect for walking though. Oh, okay. He said I'm either Colombia or Uruguay. Well, which one is it, man? You can't be you can't be like you gotta pick a country, bro. I ain't even say a city, nothing. Hey, you gotta know like Colombia. I know, yeah, we got Colombia in the States too. That's how we spell it, but Colombia is kind of particular about that. Oh, Nick Dog. Nick Dog hit it. Nick Dog must know. He must know the city. Yeah, man. Nah, it's all good. I think, we all make that same mistake when we first start talking about Colombia. And then it used to be worse. Like people used to jump out, people used to jump out their windows and be like, hey nigga, it's that ain't how you spell Colombia, nigga. You like, damn, calm the fuck down. I don't know. People like, oh yeah, the Colombians there. Yeah, they'll let you know if you're spelling it like that. Like, man, they don't really give a fuck about just one person screwing it up. But yes, I mean, you do learn that pretty quickly um, about the spelling. Damn, this road is empty as hell right now today on Sunday. But it's a park over here, Park 93. We're gonna try and make it over there. I think they got some stuff going on. I was there earlier or yesterday. They got quite a few things going on there. Actually, it's always something going on there. That's what we'll head over there right now. Should take us. Let's walk down this way. They got some strange construction going on. So that's one thing I noticed too about Bogota has some really nice areas, neighborhoods, and all that. Um, but some of the places you'll see sometimes you're like, man, why is it so cheap all of a sudden? And you realize they got construction going on. That's why it's cheap. It's cheap right now because they got dudes banging on bricks most of the day. But I'll say this. All right, Black Hair, what's good, man? I'll see you in here. Hopefully my video's not too shaky right there. Let me see. Let me get some of these other questions right quick. Bogota stayed for 6 months. Okay, there. Market focus, then you know. But hold up, hold up. But it was Nick Dog that called out and said it was Bogota. Nick Dog was the first one hit it up. But yeah, 6 months. You know the city. All right, so it's yeah, it's a big city, man. It's a mega city. The one thing is, you start walking around like this, you'll feel it because of the altitude. Altitude is 8,000 feet up here. So if you're coming from a place like I was, Florianopolis, and you come here, it's a huge change, man. Like you can't really just go out and start exercising right away unless you want a serious headache. Which I did do a few pull-ups today. Hold on, let me switch this camera around because it's getting kind of impersonal right now. Uh, I did a few pull-ups earlier, and and bro, I felt it in my head. I was like, dang. So, anything you do out here, even a long walk without a break, when you first get here, you probably would feel it in the form of a headache. If it's just a headache, you're all right. But if it gets more serious than that, like nauseous and headache, then you probably need to take a real break for a while. Damn, I forgot I'm on back camera. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, basically what I was saying is you want to take it easy. I think like the first week you're out here, you do the extent of your exercise should be just like maybe an extended walk where you can take breaks. Because if you're doing long walks out here, you'll notice it right away. You notice you're more tired than you would normally be. But if you try to push through that, you could get altitude sickness. Even. It's funny because most people don't really experience it until you get to like 9 or 10,000 feet. But we're above 8,000, and if you go to some of the higher parts of the city, you're at 10,000. But you'll know if you get up there because you're doing a climb like Monserrate. I got videos on that. I got a couple of videos on Monserrate. Y'all should check it out if you haven't. But if you go up Monserrate, you're going to be at 10,000 feet. A lot of people do that hike actually on Sunday today. And I did that hike on an Easter Sunday last year. Took me 45 minutes and I was pushing. I had been here for a few weeks already, so I was acclimated and I was pushing and made it in 45 minutes. Will, what's good, man? You just waking up? What's up, man? It must have been a long night. You must have been out doing things last night. Yeah, man, we in Bogota. I was we talked about Bogota, Will down in Medellin, and we talked about Bogota, and I was telling him how the temperature was out here. He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." He was like, I ain't doing that." Because in Medellin, the weather's perfect. Like you might need a light jacket at night some nights, but in Medellin, I think the temperature every day gets to about like 80, 75, 80, and it might get as low as 65 at night, which is perfect, perfect temperature range if you ask me. Let's change this camera around since we're coming up on the park. Let's see, back wide, ultra wide on the back. Y'all tell me how this ultra wide looks even, because it's a new thing they just added. Before on this StreamYard when you were doing lives, you could just use the back camera, or the front camera, and you only had one option. Now they give you a lot of different options. I don't know, it's like even desktop camera, which is basically I'll be pointing this way, but it'll see right down. Like I tried it, I was like, what am I looking at? Anyway, let's cross this thing. So yeah, I guess they got an event going on here. I know it's been going on for a few days. I don't know if it's just for Mother's Day or not. That girl just stepped on my toe. Good thing I got boots on though, so good. I ain't feel nothing. I mean, I felt that she stepped on it, but it wasn't like she crushed my toe or nothing. What's going on there? They got an old school phone thingamajig. I think she stuck the phone upside down. Yeah, so they got all kind of stuff going on here. They got what's going on? Let's see. They got some all kind of treats, salsa. Let's see. Saw some chocolates over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. Let me see. I think there was another spot I stopped at a few days ago. It's only been here a few days. Okay, we got a lot of stuff going on. Let's see. Like a beanbag area. Let's see. Yeah, man. Let me see. Hold on. You said okay. Yeah, we'll talk later, man. On that. Well, uh, you froze your nuts off in Bogota. Yeah, you're right about that. The apartments don't have heaters. Um, I don't know. I stayed at an Airbnb. It had a space heater that you could ask them for. Some of them had it in there. One time I had an Airbnb, and it was so cold in there, man. I was like, yo, I was like, where's the heater? They was like, it's in there. It's in the closet. I was like, it wasn't in the closet. I was like, you know what? Y'all got the slow response time on the messages too. I'm like, I'm tired of dealing with this. Let me just go ahead and get another spot. So I only had the spot for a few days and it was pretty cheap, so I just went ahead and left and got a new spot. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna freeze and catch pneumonia up in here because I'm trying to not spend a few extra dollars. What's going on here? I don't get the. It's just the advertisement for the seat. So yeah, we're walking down. Let me see if I can. Let's see what other questions we got. Yeah, it's an excellent day here. Yeah, here in Bogota. Let me see. There was something. There was one place I went over here and it had. There we go. There it is. This place right here, they got perfumes, Le Petit perfumes, and they make all that stuff here locally. So I talked with them earlier, and yeah. So let's go in and see what's up with them. Let me see. Hello. How's it going? Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? Yeah. So yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff right here that they're doing. All this stuff is. We were talking about it before. All this stuff is is sourced locally, and so all the even the fruits or the flowers, everything. We had a discussion about that. Let me turn the camera around. Rear camera. Yeah, we were talking about that a few days ago, and it was interesting. The girl that she was explaining to me, I don't think she's here right now, but she spoke pretty good English too, and she was explaining how all their stuff, all their fruits, all the fragrances they do here are from here. So whether it's lavender or whatever else, it's all coming from here. And that was kind of interesting. But we might swing back. Let's swing back a little bit later. We'll just walk through right now. It's kind of packed, and it's going until the night too. So it's not just a day thing. I don't know if today's the last day. It's Sunday, so it might be the last day. But I know it's been set up here for a few days already, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool place to come chill out. It's relatively secure. They got people around looking out for any riffraff, I guess. But and they got all these little iconic, I don't know. I guess Instagram worthy spots to take pictures. I'm not into what do you call it? I don't know. What do they call those things? Like spots where you can go and take pictures for your social media. It's like purposely set up that way. There's got to be a name for it, but I don't like doing that. To tell you the truth. This coffee roaster right here, they got a I'm gonna try to show this coffee roaster. They got a cafe on the other side of town that my friend referred me to one time, and they're actually pretty good. It's their cafe in Future Queen is really good, so I might just go ahead and get one of their coffees here. Let's see, because I haven't had a coffee this morning. Buenos dias. Bien, bien. Okay. ¿Qué tipo es
Es torta de zanahoria.
torta de zanahoria?
Torta de zanahoria, tenemos bolita almendrada,
Okay.
tenemos napolitano de arequipe, alfajores, dulces de chocolate, empanaditas,
Panita de qué?
de
Pollo.
carne, caprés y
Sí.
chorizo.
Okay. Carne de carne o de carne,
Caprés
sí.
y chorizo.
Y cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Sí.
Okay. Una empanada de carne.
Sí. So yeah, I gotta get something to eat. I haven't ate breakfast this morning. Not a real breakfast anyway. So I'm gonna get one of these, and then hey, with do I got cash? I got some cash on me. I think I do got cash on me. I got a 20 on me. I'm doing a cappuccino. Yeah, so it's pretty nice setup here, I would say. Sí.
Leche entera de la tostada o
No, no man. Sí. And let me turn this around right quick. Camera. Yeah. How's the StreamYard looking though? Because I was trying to do this with GoPro and it wasn't connecting at all, man. It was terrible. It was a terrible experience trying to set it up. Wasted 30 minutes of my life trying to do it. And I think I'm gonna try to pay cash. So they give me a fee. If not, I might have to tap the pay, so the stream might freeze if I have to do tap the pay.
¿Tarjeta o efectivo?
¿Cuánto es?
Sería a las 8.500. Serían 17.500.
17? Okay. Efectivo. Okay, so game of 20 is gonna be 17 something. I think it's set there 17. It's either 17 or 16. Which is the rate right now is $5,001. So gracias.
Menos
So $20 is $4. So 20,000 pesos is $4. Um, yeah. So we're gonna have to find a place to sit down. I'm gonna have to. There was a table. There's a dude sitting at a table. He ain't even got none. Okay. Ah, okay. Esta. Sí. Sí. Gracias. Yeah. I get that coffee in me, man. You know. Let me see. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to put the phone in my pocket for a second while I post up somewhere. I'm gonna have to share a table with somebody. I'm gonna have to share a table with dude back there. Let's see, right there, the green hoodie on. The other tables are got more people. It wouldn't make sense. We'll see how it goes. Go down, sit down there, and see if he give me some strange look or something when I'm talking to the phone. Man, one thing about being a content creator, I tell you, and moving around a lot, you go to a place, a country, and it has its own customs, own culture. People got their own lives going on. Not everybody is uh, understanding or cares even about what you're doing with YouTube or any of that. So I feel like this YouTube thing does break you and make you realize you have to be more like you got to be more flexible mentally. You get in situations where normally you might be uptight or tense about it. Yeah, I would say for me that still happens. I'm trying to improve on that, but you do look at it and you have to analyze. Okay, is this what am I doing here? Am I here to be stressed out? Nope. Do I need to be stressed out? Nope. This person who might be stressing me out, do they even understand half of what I'm doing? Nope. Or they even care? Nope. So when you put all those things in perspective, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm straight. You know? Okay. That's it. All right. So hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna put this in my pocket and I'm gonna head over to this table. Let's see. Let me work this out. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna just put the phone in my pocket. Give me 3 seconds. I'll be back. I don't know if y'all can still hear me. I got the AirPods in. Hopefully the audio is going through AirPods, so you can still hear what I got going on. All right. I'm gonna get. So we back on it. Ooh, at the table. Yeah. So what other questions we got? Did I hit up the questions in here? Okay. Let me switch it like this. This way, when I stream, when I focus on the questions, I'm not getting my finger over the camera. Okay. I think I hit up all the questions so far. So as y'all can see right now, I'm not walking. So if you got any questions, now is a good time to bring them up. Questions or just general chat topics. Yeah, Will, man. I'm thinking about heading down there, man. If I do, it's gonna be a quick trip. It'll be real quick. I don't know where I see though because I don't know this Bogota weather. It does get to you after a while. But there's other advantages of Bogota, right? I feel like you can be closer to the city center and things are still have a relatively good price. They're not prices in Medellin are getting crazy, bro. You try to be in a good area, they done in some aspects. I feel like they done tripled since last year. Anyway, this is the beef empanada from the spot Polo Coffee Roasters. And if you're in okay, you said it's still spring out there. Yeah, man. Medellin is eternal spring, bro. That's what that's that's what they call it. And it does that aspect of it is always amazing. The weather. Am I still based in California? Nah, man. I don't even know if I got a base no more. I need to base myself out of Africa. I need to base myself out of Africa for real, for real. Just start hopping from there. But I was thinking about it too. I should probably try to take a language course, and I wonder if I can do it in Europe, like take a language course at a university or just a school while in Europe, do it, and then that will actually give me a longer term visa for Europe. And I'm learning the main thing is to learn the language, but then the side effect is you get a longer term visa, and if I'm in Europe, I can still hop down to Africa pretty quickly. From France or Germany, it's about a 5 hour flight, one way. It's not too it's pretty direct too. Like most of the time wherever you're flying from in Europe, it's an almost direct flight. When you fly from Germany, depending on where, but I think you go straight into Ghana. Um, from Paris, you fly straight into Togo, so Lome, straight there. From I think Frankfurt, you fly straight into Accra, Ghana. So those are the two places I would want to be based out of down there. And I think I need to do that probably by the end of this year. That probably needs to be set up. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So nope, not California. Think about California, man. It's just too expensive to be trying to do anything out there. Let's see. They got an ice cream truck over here. People eating ice cream in the morning? I think they are. Saw this one little kid. He was walking by. Did it? He he was crying. I think he still was crying. But then he got a popsicle. He was good to go. Mm. I've only had like a long layover. I went through Lisbon, and they had a layover. The time I was taking that flight, they had a layover from wherever I was flying from in Europe to Accra at the time, and they were the cheapest. TAP Airline. They were much cheaper at the time. Although they were the most ghetto airline ever, man. I'm talking about the plane hit some turbulence and pieces of the interior would drop down a little bit. I'm like, yo, your tray wouldn't stay, you had to keep messing with it. It would drop down. Just a ghetto ass plane. This was like maybe 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. But so I knew I was going to be going through Lisbon, so I purposely made it a day layover. So I just went there, got out of the airport. They had a hotel right by it, checked in there, and then just started exploring Lisbon. Lisbon is weird, bro, because it definitely is parts of it. You're like, yo, this is run down. This is This is this looks like hood, although I think the crime and all that is not that high there. It just looks really bad in some places. I know they got crime. Don't get it twisted, but it just looked a lot worse than it really is in certain parts. And obviously, I wouldn't go in there anyway. We were like driving by on the bus or whatever. But then when we got to downtown, it was straight. You know, it has a typical European feel. People were cool. Stopped by a restaurant, had some good food there. I was like, "Damn, this is good." And then the chef came out and talked with me. We were talking about the food and the way they do bread there and everything. And it's funny because he did a lot of training in the states too as a culinary art. But then they have their own restaurant there, and it was a pretty dope spot. If I go back, I'll definitely drop back in there and check it out. But that's about the extent of the time I spent in Portugal. So I wouldn't say I've really experienced Portugal, but I wouldn't mind going back and seeing more of it. But also, I need to explore Spain a lot more, man. I've been to Spain a few times. Barcelona, down in south, close to Seville, um, a few times actually. But haven't been to Madrid. Haven't been to other parts of the country that people talk about. So I don't know. That might be a language option too, right? Go to Spain, learn Spanish, and have an extended visa there. But I feel like I need to do French. I feel like I gotta do my French first. Just so with French, I feel like my French it was all right at one point. I need to brush up a lot on it. But I feel like the French in two ways would be better because I can use it immediately in African, and already got a base level of it already. So when I go in studying French, it's already it's not brand new. I feel like it's the same with Spanish too. I wouldn't be brand new to it, but um, French, I think I'm much further along when it comes to studying. So hmm, I would say yes. I would put it like this. I mean, I don't know if it's an extra love for us out there or not, but there's definitely like no animosity. But then again, it is Europe, right? So like, don't go out there thinking like, oh, because I'm Black American, I can get it in. They're a Western country. They have their customs, they have their pride and everything as well. But the key thing about Spain, I think, is a lot of the Latin American countries can go there visa free. A lot of Mexicans can go there visa free. I'm pretty sure Colombians can go there visa free. Um, so a lot of them, if they want to step up their game or scholastically, like for universities or whatever, I hear a lot of them go there for that. Obviously, there's business opportunities for them there as well. Um, yeah, like, it's not inherently evident to us being from the U.S., but Spain is the center of the Spanish speaking world, so to speak. Culturally, I would say culturally it is. Um, so a lot of them, I think there's a system in place for them to go back to Spain or go to Spain. You would think it'd be something like that with us, with England, right? I don't know if there is in the U.S., but we fought them, so it ain't Revolutionary War. They were like, no, we don't want too many Americans over this place. You know, they might mess it up again. And some may argue we already did. But hey, that ain't me. That ain't me. Yeah. That empanada was alright. It was alright. I'm still hungry though. I'm trying to think of a place that had good pastries. There's a spot around here, a coffee shop. It has these little pastries that have some weird. Um, I want to say like jelly in it. It's not jelly. It's a different consistency. And if I try to pronounce the name of it, I'm gonna screw it up. But it's really good. Anyway, let's see what's up. Let's see if we only got four people in here. How's the quality of this stream, y'all? Like as far as audio and clarity of the video. Let me know. Speaking of England, so this cafe right here, right? I must go around the block on how this relates. Okay, audio's really good, cool. Um, this cafe right here is when I was here a year ago. My friend from okay, you can see me clearly. Audio's good. You can see me clearly. That's what's up. Um, yeah. So when I was here a year ago, last year, I met a friend. She's from Brazil, but she was here. She was working here for a little bit, and she took me to this cafe, or we met at this cafe, and it's on the other side of town actually. Nice setup on the inside, like place you go, do work, eat, all that. And yeah, it's funny now she's in England now. So next time I go to if I do go to England or London, I'll probably go check her out. But yeah, we did a video with her. I did a video with her. We were walking through It's a Queen. It's a Queen flea market is what I called it. The name of the video. And it's just a look at another side of Bogota. I think I don't know. You hear people talk about places like Bogota, and you never see like even some of the stuff I just showed you here, some of the events, some of this what's going on right here, right now. Um, you always hear about they got it's a dirty city, they got trash on the street and stuff like that. Which there are places, there's parts of the city like that, yes, where they'll put the trash out on the street and somebody will come and collect it. But there's a there's other parts of the city like this where it's very I don't know, very metropolitan, so to speak. I don't know. Very metropolitan, modern. I mean, I was showing y'all parts and y'all thought I was in Europe, right? Earlier in the stream, y'all thought I was in Europe. So, dang, walking and drinking coffee is not the move. Let me switch cameras up at least, show y'all what's going on around me. I wish it was a little bit better on switching cameras because it's kind of cumbersome going through. Oh, that's not ice cream. That's crepes. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Oh, they got all the crepes going on there. Maybe I'll come back here a little bit later and get something. A minute, gracias. We got the dulce and the might get something like that right there later. Cool. Yeah, we'll come back. I thought it was ice cream in that truck. A lot of different stuff going on. It's a slow day today. I mean, it's a Sunday. I feel like during the week when I was out here, it was a lot more hectic, and this thing is going on at night too. So it's not just a day thing and then it shuts down. I think it goes until like 10 p.m. or something like that. Yeah. Let's walk down. Maybe we walk down this way. I don't know. Actually, I need to take a seat. I want to finish this coffee sitting down. Or at least at this. There we go. There's a good table right there to post up. Hey, Corky, what's going on? It's been a minute. Yeah, Sunday chat. I'm just trying to flex my um flex my live muscles again because they get atrophied after a while. You don't do lives for a minute, you get stale. Start getting apathy, I guess. I don't know if that's the correct term or not. But starts getting harder and harder to do the longer you stay away from it. Clean off that camera a little bit and try to get a better angle where the sun is not too bad. Yeah, so I had my GoPro out earlier, and I was trying to go live with the GoPro. Wasn't connecting. Oh yeah, you were surprised when that was a minute ago though when she moved from Bogota, bro. That was at least over a year ago. Nah, but I think it's good for her channel though, because Bogota is great to showcase every once in a while, but it definitely feels like people want to see more countryside stuff. And at least with her stuff when she started doing countryside stuff in her town, some of that stuff was just unique. It's dope, you know. You don't get to see that really ever. City life in general, no matter where you are, a city is a city. You're going to see similar things regardless, wherever you are. I guess you could say that for country too, but the Colombian countryside is different than what you would think, what you see going on in the U.S. countryside. Yeah. So I mean, for her, it's a good move. She can always come back to Bogota. I think she's came back and made videos in Bogota still, but it's different. Definitely different. See some other people wandering around. Just I don't know. It definitely is a workout day. Sunday, you see a lot of people who are working out. Um, Not as much as in Brazil though. Brazil, you see people working out every day of the week. I feel like places like Colombia, Mexico, um, Sunday is the day people be out. You'll see a lot of people out doing their thing. Where in Brazil, it's like that almost almost like it is on Sunday. Here, it's like that every day in Brazil. Um, yeah, even at night until 10 p.m. at night, you'll see people running down the boardwalk doing their thing. Um, Jogs, pull-ups, dips. They got those machines, those stations. Kind of like when we first did this live, the station back there. They have those I think every 500 meters or so along their boardwalks. So it's at a different level in Brazil. We need that in the states, man. We need that culture in the states. We do have a workout culture in the states, but it's a lot more fanatical. It's not like ingrained in a part of your personal upkeep. Well, I feel like it is in Brazil. But yeah, we out here, man. Mobile living. I know some people ask me to do mobile lives, and then I don't even see them in the chat. I never see them in the chat. But yeah, I'll see them on my normal lives, my stationary lives, which I'm gonna still do those. I'm gonna still be doing those. Let me see. I'm gonna still do the mobile lives because they're the way to go as far as getting out, showing things, getting a unique view. Oh man, see, this is stuff I need to stay away from right here. This candy area. Try to stay away from that candy. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, all kind of cafes out here set up. All right, so that's it. That's pretty much the whole park. This is Parque 93, Parque 93. I think that's how you say it. You know, and yeah, I think they always do different things here. They always got different stuff going on here. But today, this week, I believe it's been going on the whole week. This is the setup they've been doing. All right, what's another area we can walk to? I think there's another park nearby. Hold on, let me check. Y'all should know this park. I've done a live here before. If you follow me before, you've seen the other live I did out here maybe about 2 months ago. I went to this McDonald's. This McDonald's here is the number one McDonald's in Latin America, I think. It's uh it's the biggest. Oh, let's cross the street. Somebody was telling me it's the biggest in Latin America. I don't know if that's true. We'll see. We'll just take another look down here because there's some other restaurants over there that I want to take a look at. Another cafe too that I heard good stuff about, but I never got a chance to go in there. I'm gonna throw this coffee down because I never see Colombians walking with coffee, but here I am walking with a coffee. It's a very American thing to be walking and eating or drinking coffee. I think you'll see them walking and eating ice cream. But yeah, that's the McDonald's. That's another thing about McDonald's out here is you can uh you can get ice creams and hostess. That's what they call it. It's like the ice cream you get separately. It's what else they got? They got ice cream and other stuff. But it's like a separate thing from the regular McDonald's. So I ain't trying to do a McDonald's commercial, but it's funny how their setup is better in other countries than the country they from. McDonald's in the States is just they just strategically located trying to get that money. Out here, out here it's the same thing, but they gotta put more effort in. You see how big that thing is? It's three stories. Last time you seen one, and it's clean on the inside. But yeah, I wanna take a look at this place. This place right here is a bomb ass Asian restaurant. I think they call it what's the name of it? Co Asian kitchen. Co Asian. Got some good food. It ain't cheap though, but it's good. And this whole place here has all of these restaurants. Dang, they got a line going in. Jesus, it must just be open. We're going downstairs. Hola, buenas tardes. So it must have just opened because there's a line going in. Oh damn, hold up. This is like the stuff they got in Brazil, right? Asahi. We're going. There's an area down here. We might just come back and try some of this Asahi right here. It's supposed to be healthy, but I don't know. Like, I'm under the impression that the acai it tastes too damn good to be healthy. So they got all these restaurants down here. Hopefully my signal's still good. It looks good. Let's see. Okay, they got some more restaurants around here that are closed. This is I came here and it had oh they got fried chicken up there. Gus's Chicken House. Yeah, they got the fried chicken in. That's what I look like vlogging, y'all. That's the look of a vlog, phone vlogging. See that position is just weird, man. I don't know. But yeah, let's go. Let's go get some acai. That's the place I was looking for a few days ago. And then I got roped into some other place. I was like, y'all got. I was like, is this the coffee? They were like, oh yeah. It was back there. They were like, oh yeah. This spot right here. Okay, cool. They do it from machines. Hola. Buenas. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es? Avocate? Oh, okay. That's an avocado plant. Okay, nice. That's different. Y todo café aquí es japonés? See? Okay. All right. I'll probably come back. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't seem too excited about me filming, so I'm gonna just, I don't know. I tell you the truth, I don't think too many people are when you hold a phone like this. That's normal, I guess, but I'm gonna do some acai. Somebody was here already. Hola, buenos días. Uh, is classic? Classic es pequeño. ¿Qué es? ¿Esta? Okay. Uh, classic con bowl y ¿cuánto? Oh, 6 toppings. Okay. Blueberries, strawberry, granola. De, it's the, does it, see, does it have raisins in it? Raisins. English. Okay. Esta, does it have raisins? Raisins, you know?
Yes, strawberry.
The raisins. Okay, okay. Está bien. Esta. Raisins is como de grape, pero es en dry. Seca, seca.
Ah, entonces,
¿No?
pues, que pruebe un poquito.
Pero está bien, sí.
O sea que, ¿sí?
Sí, sí, está bien, sí. Ok. ¿Yo pegué ahora o...?
¿Deseas algo más? ¿No?
No, está bien.
Sería 21.400 con pesos, cancela.
Sí. All right, I'm gonna have to pay with my phone right quick, y'all. So let me do this real quick. Okay,
La puedes aceptar.
okay, let's make this. All right, I'm back. That was quick. That wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought I had to drop the stream for that. Let me hold on. Let me switch cameras. Nope. Go back this way. All right. ¿Está bien? Okay. All right, we'll post up over here. No, está bien. Gracias. Yep. So, and try to get this light out of the back. There we go. That's better. So yeah, got a let's see if we got any questions in the chat. Oh, just, he said, "Where is he? Fly Sky. You tell me where am I at? Where you think I'm at?" They already figured it out. The chat already figured it out. But you coming in late, bro. I'm not in Brazil anymore. I tell you that. Although I'm already missing Brazil. That's not a. That's not speaking anything bad on where I'm at. I like where I'm at too. But let me stop playing games. I'm in Bogota, Colombia. But it's I do miss. Hold on, let's see. They got the machine for the Asahi. Let's see if you can see it right quick. Okay, cool. Gracias. So yeah, it's a machine they got there. They seem to keep it up pretty good. Let me do this. Slide this table over. Yeah, so I've talked to some people in Brazil about this whole Asahi trend, and their whole take on it was the Asahi you get nowadays is yep, Colombia. But yeah, it's the Asahi you get nowadays is kind of it's nowhere near the nutritional value that you get from the real Asahi. I guess the real Asahi only is in the Amazon by the Amazon tribes. They actually cultivate it. And with this, although it does have a distinct flavor, and it doesn't feel this one doesn't even taste that sweet. You know, some of them you taste and you're like, yo, this is too much. So the one thing I'll say about it is, for dessert, it's probably not the most unhealthy. It's probably healthier than ice cream. It's probably uh, definitely has less fat than ice cream because it's a. If you compare it to ice cream, it'd be like a sorbet. Yeah, it's good though. All right, what else? Flat Sky, where you at? I think I know so many people. We got some people from California in here, and Nevada, Colombia. What else? What else? Virginia, obviously. Yeah. So we just in here, man. Sunday is a live day. A lot of people going live. I'm sure somebody else is probably live right now, talking about whatever subject. I don't know. I might start doing that. Maybe start doing some lives where I pick up a subject and go in on a certain subject, maybe a current topic. But I feel like the current topics in general, a lot of them are trendy. And even if you get a lot of people watching, the fall off rate, it's a huge fall off rate on all that stuff. This live, like a lot of lives I do, a lot of mobile lives I do, just basically walking around showing you a place, no real subject. Although it could be, we could, put them in there, but they just ad lib off the cuff, doing it like that. But I feel like they could still be useful in the future just because you're showing a place, you know. So you're showing a city, like the first live I did in Florianopolis, landed, went out to Florianopolis, and just started walking around living. I forgot what was the name of that. What was the name of that live? I think I did another one in Central, but it was the first one I did was by the lagoon, Lagoa, uh, Lagoa area. I don't know. I think that's the name of the area, Lagoa. But that was a good one because it's a very different, distinct place. So you're out there, you're seeing some buildings, you're seeing a cafe I started from, and then you push out and you see the lagoon on one side, you got the sand dunes on the other side, and you're kind of like in a. If you go to Florianopolis, you're going to see that area. You're going to spend some time there. If your Airbnb is there, that's one thing that it could be essential, but you're going to go there because of the vibes there, the tourist vibes there are strong. Um, and I would say in general, like you can't really get away from a level of tourism in Florianopolis. It's all around the island, so don't think you're gonna go there and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to blend in with the locals. Like one, as an American, you're definitely not. You're not blending in. You might blend in more than somebody who's just going and just doing touristy stuff, being the most tourist they can be. But in general, you're gonna probably have to, the island itself is even tourists from Brazil, so that's is what it is. If you want to see where the locals are at in Florianopolis, I think that's probably more central and the area around central, pretty much away from the beach. It seems like. Although the northern beach, Jury Beach, I did a video out there. That one they do have, that's the upper end of people in Florianopolis. They do have some really nice homes there. And I'm gonna still put out some videos on Florianopolis. I'm thinking about just doing one big video and talking about my whole time there. However many weeks I spent there. Talk about the whole time there, break it down, and while I'm talking about it, I'll be going back and forth between me talking to the camera like this and scenes of the island, which I would argue I got some really good video um, as far as what a lot of YouTubers are doing, especially in our space, right? And it's got some good quality drone shots, some good quality camera shots, not just from the iPhone or GoPro. Um, so I think I don't know if I do it right, I think it'd be appreciated. But let me know what y'all think about that. What y'all think about that idea? Just doing a overall video of Florianopolis and incorporating that stuff in there. I know. I tell you what. One big difference I noticed when I come back to Colombia or especially Bogota, it's a culture shock, bro. Coming from Florianopolis, a place like that, and then coming to, um, damn, that's crazy the way they chop all the bananas. They got a banana chopper thing. Hmm. But it's a huge culture shock coming back to a big city because you got people doing their thing, man. They out there. I was trying to show you that thing right there. You see that yellow thing beside the banana? So you put the banana in there and chops it up in like 5 pieces. Crazy. If they're getting orders ready for Rappy or something. But yeah, it's crazy the culture change, the culture shock. And I don't even think I was gone that long. I left from Colombia to Brazil. And then coming back, especially Bogota, you realize like I heard this before and I never really saw it. A lot of people said this. Colombians say this about Bogota. They say, "Oh, the people cold." Definitely compared to Place like Florianopolis, yes. I mean, they're not as cold as like maybe some people in other areas or like in Europe or the States, but you know why that is, right? Like it's a big city. People, there's always something going on. They got time constraints. They got beat places. You know what I mean? Florianopolis is not like that. People can just chill, relax. It feels like everybody is, even when they're at work, it's a way more chill vibe. They talk to you more. My hotel, one of the hotels I was staying at, the staff there was dope. I want to do a review of the hotel, but I can't really. I don't want to put my spot out there like that. You know what I mean? It's like a good and a bad thing. I can't put my spot out there like that. Okay, what place do I recommend for first time visiting Florianopolis? I mean, Lagoa is a good area. Lagoa is a good area, um, but also Central. You look at down like Central Florianopolis. Some people might be staying close to the beach and be like, "Oh, why are you staying in Central? It's so far." Blah blah. Like it's a 20-minute Uber ride. If you know, maybe 40-minute Uber ride when traffic is bad, but it's a 20-minute Uber ride normally to like the furthest beach from Central. Maybe like say like Drury, it's up north. Maybe like a 20-minute ride, and it's a chill ride. It's not like you're going through a bunch of crazy. That's not. It's you could probably strap your GoPro to the top of the car and get good B roll the whole way. So it's I mean yes, if you keep doing it all the time every day, it's gonna get tiring. But even still, you could even catch the bus. The bus is 150, and you can catch it from Central all the way to whatever beach you want to. You come off the beach, come off like Playa Mole, which I've done. I got a video on that too. Come off the beach, walk across that street. In 2 minutes, you're at a bus stop. I think the bus comes every 30 minutes. So there's restaurants in there on the beach too. So you can just time it and then go hit the bus. It's going to take you to Central. Then from there, you can walk or catch an Uber if you still got some ways to go. I don't know. But mm, yeah, definitely. If you want to be close to shops and markets and stuff like that, then the Central area. I forgot the name of the big mall that they have there, but it's one that everybody talks. It starts with a B. Baramax, something like that. I don't know. Either way, that one is cool and everybody knows about it. And it's like multi-level shopping mall. But there's another one that's not too far from there either. That's like a newer and it seems more upper class in a way. That was dope too. I only went there once, but I was like, damn, this is the one. I think that one's called Villa Shopping. But yeah, man. Yeah, Florianopolis is it's a good spot. If you're in Brazil, if you want to explore Brazil, Florianopolis is a good. I feel like it needs to be touched. It's not for everybody. It's a lot of people go to Brazil. They want to party. They want to explore the African roots. You know, Florianopolis might not be the best place for that. But if you want safety, if you want beaches, if you want uh, I don't know, you want that calm vibe. That's Florianopolis for you right there. Now it happens to be a lot of people with European ancestry in their bloodline and European heritage in that whole state of Santa Catarina. Um, and I appreciate that. It's to me, it's culture as well. But you just got to know that going in there. It's not like Rio at all, which is the only other place in Brazil I know. should have hit up Salvador Bahia, but I have been in. I think next time I go to Brazil, even if I spend most of my time in Florianopolis, I think I need to hit Salvador first, or maybe Rio and then Salvador, and then hit Florianopolis. Just so, because Florianopolis, you get stuck, man. You get stuck down there. Or if I go, since I know Florianopolis now, I go there, spend like a few weeks, and then hop up to Salvador, or hop around different parts of Santa Catarina. They got some other towns that I didn't check out. Um, might be a good time to maybe do that Oktoberfest they got down there. See what that's like. I've done Oktoberfest in Germany plenty of times. Filmed it for y'all once. It was all GoPro. It probably wasn't the best, but it's on there. It's on YouTube. It's a video. You can check it out. That video's been getting some traction lately. I don't know why. It's not Oktoberfest time at all. Although, some places in Germany might have just had the Spring Fest, which is like Oktoberfest, except it's in the spring. I don't think Munich has one, and it's definitely not as popular around the world, but they have their Frühling Fest. In Stuttgart, they have Frühling Fest, which is similar to, just like Oktoberfest. Beer fest, all that, same stuff. And I still got some videos from Stuttgart's fest that I didn't even put up. That's how behind I am, man. Yeah. All right. We've been live for an hour and a half, and I'm about to finish this thing and do some more exploring. Might be meeting up with somebody a little bit later. We'll see. I don't know. I might take some video and photos out here, but Bogota's not gonna be. I'm probably not gonna be putting out content from Bogota this time. I'm still backed up from Brazil, so I need to work on that content, get that out to y'all, give y'all a good overview of Florianopolis. And even if you see in this video after the live on the replay, and you got some suggestions of what you want to know about Florianopolis or what I should put out about it, let me know. All right, it's Mother's Day. Make sure you call your mom today. Make sure you tell her you love her. Let her know that. And y'all have a good day. All right. Appreciate y'all. No.